First witness.
Do you swear or affirm on the penalty of perjury that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth?
The Derek Chauvin trial moving into its next phase, relaxing restrictions,
mask use, and about social distancing post-vaccination.
Writing the rules for after your shots. Plus, trapped and in trouble.
It's so scary because we never see this kind of flood in Nashville.
Deep water in the heart of the Deep South. It's all coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Zitlali Solache, and today is Tuesday, March 30th, 2021.
From the South Florida Media Network's Biscayne-based studios in North Miami, this is SFMN Newsbreak.
What happened in those 9 minutes and 29 seconds when Mr. Derek Chauvin was applying this excessive force to the body of Mr. George Floyd?
Mr. Floyd died of a cardiac arrhythmia that occurred as a result of hypertension, his coronary disease, the ingestion of methamphetamine and fentanyl.
Opening statements for the Derek Chauvin trial started yesterday, with prosecution showing that the officer was on George Floyd's neck for over 9 minutes. Their first witness, dispatcher Jenna Scurry, testified that she watched the entire arrest in the dispatch center while also on the call.
Do you swear or affirm on the penalty of perjury that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth?
I do. And my instincts were telling me that something's wrong. Something is not right. I don't know what, but something wasn't right.
Day 2 of the trial continues today with MMA fighter Donald Williams, who witnessed George Floyd's death, being called to the stand. Cleanup this morning after days of flooding rains.
It's so scary because we never see this kind of flood in Nashville. This is the first flood we see in Nashville.
Nashville over the weekend suffered their worst rainstorm in history, killing at least 6 people and have left residents of one apartment building displaced. More than 100 people were rescued from damaged homes, cars, and businesses, the Nashville Fire Department said Sunday night. The flood is one of the latest tragedies for the city, which in the past year has seen a tornado, a deadly windstorm, and a Christmas bombing. A trial is in progress to determine what Americans can do after being fully vaccinated for COVID-19.
This will help inform science-based decisions about mask use and about social distancing post-vaccination.
The CDC will still advise those who are vaccinated to follow safety precautions. 12,000 college students at more than 20 universities will be tested to see how COVID-19 will spread. 6,000 students will get the Moderna vaccine, and other halves will receive the vaccine 6 months later. This study will help guide the fully vaccinated. President Biden is preparing for the next big push, infrastructure. He prepares to arrive in Pittsburgh tomorrow to lay out his ambitious plan to rebuild the nation and try to get Republicans to the table.
If they share a goal of building our infrastructure for the future but don't like the way he's going to propose to pay for it, we're happy to look at their proposals. If they don't want to pay for it, I guess they can propose that too.
Part of the president's infrastructure agenda is to pay for it by raising taxes on large corporations and wealthy Americans. In one crazy year, a young woman goes from graduating with an FIU communications degree to being a yoga entrepreneur. That's still ahead, and so is this story.
Oh my gosh, that just melted everybody's hearts.
How do UPS drivers come through for their biggest little fan? With a special delivery, of course. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
You could be spreading the coronavirus without realizing you have it. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and do your part. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household, but phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit any social gathering. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. This is unacceptable, and something Feeding America is working to solve. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States, including yours. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? I'm high. Oh.
A young South Florida woman decides to follow her dreams and open up her own yoga studio. With all the stresses of 2020 and early 2021, the Miami-based yoga studio is helping its members and its owner find their center. The network's Fabian Osorio takes us to the class.
Continue to breathe.
During the pandemic, some people have been feeling more stressed. Nerves are more strained. For FIU alumna Amanda Basile, yoga was an opportunity to help herself and others.
To me, yoga is life. And I say this because I think it helped me. It really saved my life because the pandemic was very tough and I found myself in a dark space many times.
Amanda started her own business after graduating in communications last spring.
Sometime around the summer, the height of COVID and the protests.
For some, yoga is more than a practice to improve flexibility and physical condition. Yoga offers mental benefits.
There's like a mind-body-soul connection that yoga really calls you to really be present with your body and what your body's experiencing.
Like Bailey said, Norma Ustegi finds yoga a much more wholesome experience than just fitness.
Finding out that it's so much more beyond the physical was like very like that's when I got seriously like more into yoga.
Amanda's vision hasn't changed since she started her yoga business. She wants to continue helping people.
Planning now for how I wanted to go about creating more classes within my community by collaborating with more people who had the same vision that I had, which was just getting the community back together again.
The art of yoga is about healing. This is Fabian Osorio reporting for South Florida Media Network.
UPS surprises toddler with a toy truck. 3-year-old Marco, who lives in San Diego, is a huge fan of the big brown delivery truck and has spent the last few months charming the heck of the US UPS drivers. The UPS workers got together and gifted the boy a miniature truck of his own until Marco is big enough to drive a real one.
Oh my gosh, that just melted everybody's hearts. They gave it a complete overhaul, repainted it, put all our emblems and stickers all over it. The truck number is actually Marco's birthday.
He loves the UPS truck so much, he now has UPS clothing, a little uniform and pajamas. And on his morning jog with Mom, he has to stop and wave to the big UPS trucks and their drivers. That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Zitlali Solache. Get more news anytime at sfmn.fiu.edu.